as in out for Canyon, but instead they're actually going towards the bot lane.
Kog'Maw Lulu?
Kog'Maw Lulu might just come out.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, it's really hard to trade with this as the Lucian Milio because you kind of have similar cooldowns on your power windows, right? The W on Milio, the W on Kog'Maw. And Lucian tries to play for the base trades. Kog'Maw just won't let that happen. He'll pick over his career.
Yeah, I think a lot of Gen G fans would prefer to forget that, as this would be a lot of fun.
Oh man,
God. We are playing full Juggernaut. That is so cool. Okay, so Shen to provide a huge shield for the Kog'Maw that already has big shields.
Do you know who's going to be going crazy right now?
Cloud Templar.
No.
Oh.
We did.
Wait.
Because this is the stuff that G2 did.
Yeah, exactly.
Against Gen G, and we did have that drawing that he was doing with the Shen and the Kog'Maw. No Mundo, it seems like, coming through for Gen G.
And the Neferi that we were talking about, the consideration here, and can join. Instead, going to be locking away the Victor. We did see Showmaker have a pretty good time on the Victor, even if they ultimately did lose that game.
Attack speed obviously very valuable, but Willa is here and he's in trouble.
Oh yeah, they get the shield, but Ruler still has to flash. The wind becomes lightning. Caustic Spittle is kind of just landing every time. Buttons
tend to do that.
Yeah, it does. That is kind of a way. Never really thought of it like that.
Well, Willa's looking, but he has been spotted now. Canyon's going to try and force him away.
Yeah, wind becomes lightning coming on down as Canyon fighting this. Does go untargetable to try and avoid some of that damage and just flips over the wall. Will be all right. But Willer is also keeping him at bay. Exactly right. Canyon's in a bit of trouble. Duro is going to make his way over, though. The rest of KRX really do want to try and do something about this. Canyon's out of this fight completely. LazyFeel is so low, though, as Ruler looking for some angles. And Willer, he's forced to flash. It's the flash forward from Duro to grab first blood for the Lulu. He was playing at the time where Amumu was, like, global. As I'm going to have to hold that thought as Willer gets ulted on here by Canyon. And it's just the Shen delivery. Willer tries to take the Scuttle exit, and that will be denied as Canyon going to grab the second kill here.
You proc it, and you deal damage equal to, when you're melee, 9% of the target's current health.
Whoa, the doggos came from everywhere here as Canyon does make his way up, but not before dealing a lot of damage to LazyFeel. Drake goes over to KRX though. Does not have it right now, as Wind Becomes Lightning is going to miss. That might be an invitation here, as a dagger will connect onto LazyFeel. Now the flash in, but the polymorph is instant. Duro has been too good on this Lulu at denying any of the action, but Rich, he's dominating forward. The flash from Duro, and Ruler is looking a little too tasty. He's going to get taken down. Oh no!
He has barrier.
That's the Acathian surprise, and LazyFeel does have the barrier to deal with it. It's still Centauran. All right, Duro might be in trouble again, as Lightsling and Carling coming on forward. Does get the Stands United, but that means that Keen, now with no teleport or ulti, is going to be a long way away from this turret, and LazyFeel will get a barrier out from Ruler
as well.
Yep, LazyFeel has been done with his item as well pretty quickly, as LazyFeel now with the culling. Ruler down to 50%, but LazyFeel as well looking a little bit worse for wear. Ruler just kills him! And he just stands his ground. I mean, it looked very, very close, but now Chovy's moving in, looking for Andil. He will find the stun. There's the ulti from Canyon, and that is going to guarantee it. Down goes the Melio. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's just happening more and more. Yukal taking some damage here as we have our buttons traded once again. And Willer fighting against Canyon, the Cycler Sword working out here. As Rich trying to get around this minion wave. Polymorph comes on in once again, as Ruler wanting to get some plate value where he can.
So he's still got his W up, and the cooldown is back up.
That's ludicrous. So now Canyon getting turned on here. Might need to flash away and does so. Gets Wild Growth, a very defensive one, but still will keep him alive.
This means that one of the big weaknesses of Kog'Maw is...
yeah, W or bust, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hold our thought for a moment. The ulti in from Keen as Rich, I think, is overextended. Teleport from Yukal as well may immediately be regretted as the reset comes on forward, and it's a double kill for this Neferi. Now an angry Pandemonium Tibbers is running on top of them as Keen gets a big old shield. He's going to survive as Ruler is now just hitting them with all of his buttons, who did manage to pick up Double Dragon. Will they be able to get triple dragon, though, is the question. And by the amount of damage Willa took, I think the answer might be no, as Chovy taking some damage here. Tibbers. It still feels extraordinarily extreme, as Canyon just going to ult on top of Lazyfield. And the living artillery comes down. There's Willa finding a bit of an angle here as Canyon just bounces his way out, almost survives. The wind becomes lightning, does go wide, but Willa able to walk it off with the help of Andal and all of his buttons.
Again, Andal coming in clutch there to save his jungler. Now Keen stepping up.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're going to be able to keep the Raptor alive. Wow. That is just a dead Willa. Keen just walks up and cues him with some of these autos. He does have to flash to get himself out, as the Shadow Dash does finally come off cooldown. That would be the thing.
Or as he went Leandries.
Maybe that's just the way he's evolved the build. Yeah. The Culling is going to hit onto Ruler. Let's get shielded though, as another ult in from Canyon. Finds a triple man. Wild growth there as well, and the Crescent Guard I don't think is going to be guarding anything at all. Down they go, one after the other. Yukal another pretty unfortunate teleport, to say the least, as Rich just gets a mega cone out of there.
There's no deep TP wards though.
Yeah, Keen is going down very low. Still does not have flash. So Duro is going to have to help him. The Wild Growth is going to be employed.
Oh, look at Canyon.
And United is going to be there. Let's see whether Keen is going to make his way back in, as Canyon has to go untargetable and is just obliterated. The 1 versus 5 was an optimistic angle. We were applauding his proactivity. That might be a step.
That was a little too proactive, yeah.
Yeah. There's proactive, and then it's there's the other thing. As Ruler's going to have to flash, but he's then able to do a fair bit of damage. Sands United comes on forward. The fire kick's brilliant, though, to make sure that he goes down, and Rich is the one to punish him. Keen, what the hell was that damage? As he just kills Lazyfield.
I think that was the Cogmore in combination.
It was that as well. But Rich now going to try and fight Chovy here. Duro moving on over to support. And there are 4 left alive on the side of KRX. They are looking real good. They might even be able to get Soul Point off this.
Yeah, should be able to. A great play coming out from KRX on the back of some... Oh, Chovy.
Well, he is going to dive towards Yukal here as Wind becomes lightning, but doesn't connect onto Chovy. Q does land, and Chovy is looking a little worse for wear. Gets the Molten Shield, though, and Tibbers will get angry, but I don't think it's going to be angry enough to kill Willa, or will it?
Oh, the burn?
Yeah, the burn is doing a whole lot of work. And Canyon, he's back! And so no dragon for KRX. As he gets in range for the ulti, and he takes down Willa. The resets fly forward, an instant triple. And yeah, I don't think Lazyfield wants any part of this.
Wave is coming in now. That turret is not long for this world.
Yeah, flash taunt, not quite. Oh, that was Mikhail's quite nicely there. So Yukal going to stay alive. Still they take down the turret. Rich turns up. Great knock up with the Wild Growth, but Keen will be taken out. KRX looking a little worse for wear, but they're the ones that grab the kills. Willa goes in and then he goes out. Oh, that was
Did he shake it all about?
Yeah, he did the hokey pokey, and he's doing it in the death chamber now. As KRX, without their jungler, it is 4v4, but these Nexus turrets are really struggling at the hands of Ruler especially. Can hit them from such a far distance away. First one is going to be taken down, the next one soon to follow. As the poke is just kind of ludicrous here. Chovy finds an angle onto Rich there as well. Does get that stun down. As every time a dagger lands, I get terrified for someone just bleeding to death.
12 seconds on Willa.
Yeah, Chovy looking for an angle here. Doesn't get stunned up as the living artillery is so problematic as in goes Canyon once again. Man, he is just not afraid of pressing that button. The living artillery grabbing another kill here as both Lazyfield and Yukal are the victim of that one. Willa now on the fountain as Rich is going to get taken out. There's the triple for Ruler. Will they let him pick up the penta? No, because Chovy just kills the Nexus. Oh my gosh, again!